Welcome to race 3 of the Croft Weekend Formula 1000 Championship. My first race weekend, and hopefully you saw the previous video of the first race, which was actually number 2. I was too embarrassed to post the first race as I managed to stall 3 times off the grid. Managed to pull away here. This is only the formation lap, the green flag lap. You'll see a lot of this white powder on the circuit. We were told that there was an oil leak, a heavy oil leak from a car on one of the previous races. Not necessarily of ours, but literally a race just before this one. So having to really test the grip around the track, see how much oil is there. It is all over the racing line, so it's definitely making for a very nerve-wracking third race. Here we've just rounded the last corner, looking for the grid positions. Always fearful that I'm going to choose the wrong one and look like a complete idiot, but fortunately this one, number 18, marked for my convenience. Starting quite far back, as you'll have seen from the second race, due to the mechanical throttle issue getting stuck open, I had to pit, lost 2 laps, so therefore didn't do particularly well, but we're off here. Good launch. Guy in front's a bit slower, guy a bit faster. Unfortunately knocked it into neutral there as we're sort of stuck between Kaylee, who had a drivetrain issue and stuck on the grid, and Adam on the left there. Braking later than him, a bit more bold into the turn 1. Someone already on the gravel, kicking up a lot of the gravel, as you can see, hitting the car and helmet. Felt quite intense during the race. Looking for the chicane here, not sure how much oil's on it, so being a little bit more cautious. Looking at Adam Squirrel out of the corner there. Piece coming off of his car there, nothing too major there. Here we're queuing, or slowly moving through the pits, just because, as I mentioned before, there was a breakdown on the grid. Unfortunately, Kaylee had a drivetrain snap, so she was unable to start, which makes more sense to go through the pit. Here's someone else pulling in, so that's another position gained. Moving out of the pits now under yellow flags. Good idea to try and catch up with the pack, whilst obviously keeping speed down a little and keeping safe. Coming around the final corner here, look on the marshal's post to the right here, you can see a green flag, so we're off. A lot of the concrete powder kicking up. Staying to the right, as I've got someone right behind me, so holding a defensive line, so it's stopped them going down the inside of me into turn 1. Lovely little correction of an oversteer there. A good example here of using as much of the track as possible. Simon there with a bodywork issue, so pulled over. I think he eventually went into the pits. And green flag again at the marshal's post. So staying to the right again, defending the position, trying to not let anyone go down the inside, moving over to the racing line. Had a little look up, that was never going to happen, but yellow flags as someone's come off the track here into the gravel, so we make up another position up to P13. Unfortunately, the camera decided to shut off for absolutely no reason at that point. A couple of laps later, one before the end, I managed to overtake this guy down the inside into this corner tower with some later braking, which meant I finished 11th out of 18, which I was pretty happy with. Just like to dedicate this video to all the bugs and insects that were lost in the name of racing.